go. Get up, get the guy go.
All right, I'm bringing the Roadrunner, first generation Roadrunner, into the stairwell. I gotta carry it down the stairs because my elevator is broken. I'm very lucky to have some smaller vehicles for times like this when the elevator is down, because this sucks with the big scooter for sure. It's not so bad with this little guy. He's only 55 pounds. What is happening, fellow pioneers of human transportation? I'm Yogi Steve. You're watching ESA, the Electric Scooter Academy, videos about high-powered scooters. I'm at here on my first generation Roadrunner. It might be referred to as the Roadrunner V2 on the Voromotors website, but this small Roadrunner will always be the first generation Roadrunner to me, since the Roadrunner Pro is so much bigger. I'm losing my camera here big time. If you're new to the channel, thanks for joining me. Please subscribe to the channel, like the video, leave comments, ask questions. I make videos about high-powered scooters, doing all types of things on them. Deliveries, reviews, sometimes group rides, sometimes I live stream. I'm coming off of a long stretch of working like the last 14 out of 15 days doing deliveries, so I'm taking a couple days off here to just screw around and do whatever the hell I want. I'll show you guys the first generation Roadrunner today. I'll talk about this scooter. I really like it. It's my go-to scooter for medium distance neighborhood chores. It's really small. It's really the type of scooter you want to have if you got to go into a store and shit. You can really get away with a lot with this little scooter. They'll let you take it almost anywhere because it's so small. Don't forget to use my bonus code if you're looking at this scooter, any EMOVE or KAABO product from Voro. Link in description. Electric Scooter Academy, $50 off for you. Really supports me as a content creator. As a matter of fact, without my relationship with Voromotors, I wouldn't be making videos anymore. I'm out here riding the sidewalk, you can tell. I don't know why I decided to do this. I just know that on Franklin here, I can just take the sidewalk all the way. There's no doors where somebody can come running out of. That's the main thing about this spot right here. Definitely got to be careful as we approach the corners. I hope you guys are doing well. I'm having a fun summer. I love it when the weather gets really, now we can cross finally. I love it when the weather gets really warm like this finally. I can't see, we had an unforgettably cold winter this year in LA. I couldn't take it. I mean, cold just means mostly that it rained a lot and it was cold. Now that shit is gone, the forecast is like all 80s and 90s for an indeterminate amount of time. And like I said, I'm off today. I'm not doing deliveries. I already did my workout. I know I'm getting like a little fat in the belly, but I still want to go out for a delicious meal. I think I'm going to take us to Sharky's. I've been wanting to go there for a while, but they've been kind of, I don't know, they've been closed. I don't know why, but they're open. And I'll admit, I go to Sharky's because I know I can get a lot of chips there with my burrito, and I can just eat a whole bunch of shit there. So thanks for joining me for the extravaganza. If you have any questions about scooters, living in Hollywood, anything you see me doing, deliveries, throw them in the comments. I like to talk to you down there. Look at this guy running across the street. Yeah, this is not the right light to run. Even though this little Roadrunner is small, it doesn't have like super high wattage or voltage. It's actually pretty powerful. There's something to be said about a well-made dual motor scooter, and this has a motor in both front and rear tire, and that makes for a really good vehicle. It's not a huge amount of wattage. I think it's 500 and 350, 500 in the back, 350 in the front. Only thing I did to modify this scooter was I added really cheap hydraulic brakes that are pretty easy to install. I'm still on my first set of tires at like 700 miles, which is pretty incredible. These tires don't really wear because these tires don't skid. It's not like a typical scooter that skids upon takeoff like basically every big scooter I have. It's such a warm day, man. I love the heat. Yeah, I thought we would go to Sharky's. I was in the mood for some junk food Mexican. Normally I go to a traditional Mexican. Sometimes I like to go to like a Sharky's, I guess like commercial Mexican, in the sense that, I don't know, it doesn't seem like super traditional. I mean, all I eat is chicken anyhow. So, I feel like if I want a steak, I'll just make myself a steak. I don't really cook chicken myself. These are like the back alleys of Hollywood, like not necessarily like the dark, scary back alleys. These apartments are probably every year more and more expensive. This is where you come to live if you want to try to become a famous actor, I guess, and you want to live in Hollywood. You can live in the Valley, it's a little cheaper, but Hollywood is the place to live because like right over the hill where all the major studios are. And if you want to go in for an audition or a rehearsal or whatever the fuck you people are doing, it's like right there. We're taking the northern route. Normally we just run to the right of us is Hollywood Boulevard. We would just drive there. But I wanted to kind of show you the roads out here. Whoa, what is this guy doing? I kind of wanted to just take the Roadrunner for a little ride before we sat down and had a quick lunch and then another little ride home. It's weird on my days off. It's like I don't have that much to do. I'm not like that social of a person, I guess. I mean, if I want to hang out with my friends, it's like I got to go into the... Most of my friends don't really live in Hollywood, or some of them do. What are these guys doing? We're closing in on Cahuenga. We're going to go south towards Hollywood Boulevard. Or we're going to sit down in Sharky's. Sharky's is cool because it's never busy. I can bring the vehicle in there, I know 100%. And they have a bottomless bowl of tortilla chips. That's what I like about this place. They got good salsa bar and a bottomless bowl of tortilla chips. Let's see if we can make this left. I guess not. I don't know what we're going to do. All right, we're going to... Oh, come on. I'm going to get stuck going south. I'm going to get stuck going fucking south here because I'm not going to be able to turn. I'm going to have to just wait until it opens up and turn around. This is crazy how we ended up taking way longer of a ride than necessary, but I guess I'm showing you guys how this little Roadrunner is good in traffic. You got to be aware though that like this guy on the right probably doesn't even see me here. Oh my God, I'm having such a hard time doing a turnaround. Finally, we got a light. Holy shit. I mean, that was not planned. I didn't want to drive all the way down here. The restaurant is all the way above there. But sometimes on a vehicle like this, you gotta, drive a better safe than sorry method. These things are pretty fucking, they're not inherently dangerous. Pretty stable, but I'm like 1/4 the size of a car, not even 1/4. And you gotta assume that they can't really always see you. So you gotta drive very, very carefully. So that's why I made that whole fucking maneuver. All right, so don't tell me they're fucking closed. Oh no, they are closed. Oh my God. I looked it up. If they said online they were open. Fuck. Are they moving? What happened? Would they move? Oh, they really closed. Shit. All right, so let me think for a second where we're gonna eat. Okay, so my second choice is delicious and one of my favorites. It's just not exactly like, whoa. It's not exactly like a light choice. We're gonna go to Fat Burger because I do love Fat Burger and I haven't been there for a while and we're not too far from it. I could go to Popeyes right there, but plus Popeyes is just like super fucking sketchy. I hate this Popeyes. All right, let's go to Fat Burger. So now we're on Hollywood Boulevard. I told you it was down here. Not looking too busy because like certain times of day when it starts to get hot, the zombies go indoors. I think between like 11 a.m. and 2 p.m. when it's like peak heat, even the tourist zombies know to stay indoors. I wish there was more food to eat down here, but this is just the nature of living in Hollywood. I've always thought the food down here kind of sucked. Especially when I first moved here from back east, from New York. Oh, should we get Joe's Pizza? Joe's Pizza is right there. Maybe we should get Joe's. Maybe we should get pizza. Pizza or burger? I think I want pizza. I'm gonna cross, fuck this. I'm gonna cross here and we're gonna go get some Joe's. Yeah, because I had a couple slices that were pretty good the other day. And they also told me I could park it on the inside too, which is fucking cool, these guys. Fucking good. 2 cheese. No, 1 cheese, 1 pepperoni, 1 corner Sicilian, okay? Thanks. All right, guys, we're getting hooked up here. Hey, man, can I get a can of Fanta and you want to ring me up for my slices too? Here you go. Alrighty, we're psyched, man. The slices look good. This has been my favorite place for years. Scooter is still sitting there in the corner, okay. Unfortunately, it collapsed here in the corner, but I think it's okay. That's another thing I like about this scooter, just being able to pick it up from the center and standing up with it. I'm stuck here at this fucking door. All right, so I think we're gonna go over to Target to buy snacks. What else is new? You can get this scooter with a single or a dual battery. If you think you're gonna need more than 25 miles range at like 25 miles an hour, you can buy the second battery and you can actually carry it. I have some delivery shifts out there where I'm working on this scooter and I carry the second battery and it works pretty well. Make sure you join my Facebook group if you're looking at this Roadrunner or the bigger one, the Pro EMOVE Roadrunner new users and mods. We could guide you through your early experience, and God forbid you have any problems, we can help you get them fixed as quickly as possible, or also target the known soft spots in the scooter and modify those before something goes wrong with them. The only upgrade I have on my scooter is hydraulic brakes. There's nothing wrong with the mechanical brakes, they're not even near as good. And my hands already hurt from a lifetime of squeezing mechanical brakes and heavy strong brakes. Believe it or not, from all the miles I've put on scooters, and I used mechanical brakes for over 10,000 miles on my early Dualtrons. Mechanical brakes are good, but I consider them almost temporary. For under $100, you can buy a pair of pretty decent hydraulic brakes like the ones I have on my scooter right now. Basically just an Amazon job. You can find them on Amazon. There's nothing exotic about them. They're very cheap. They're pretty easy to install. You will probably need some help, but if you know how to install like a bicycle caliper, you could probably install a caliper on here. All right, we're gonna try to like worm our way through here a little bit now. I don't know if this is a good idea, but we're going. Let's go, let's go. Yeah, there ain't nobody coming, so let's go, let's go, let's go. We're going all the way to Target, all the way at the end of the road. This is the heart of Hollywood Boulevard. I guess it is pretty busy out. I gotta be careful here. Scooter doesn't have great suspension. That's kind of what it's not known for, is suspension. But I don't really notice it in the sense where, like, yeah, you ride it for 25 or more miles, your ass might hurt a little bit, but I think suspension is overrated. I think you adapt to your scooter. I love this fucking scooter. I mean, I love bringing it out for rides like this especially. All right, we're going through the zombie fucking phalanx. All right. Should we do some cone work here? Let's do some cone work here, okay? No cars coming. These cones are set pretty, I don't want to do any cone work here. I don't want to get in trouble. Hollywood Boulevard, we got El Capitan on the left. That's, where is it? Man's on the right. To me, the best attraction is the Target Center, because that's where I'm buying my candy. Ever since this Target fucking moved here, I've gained a lot of weight. I can't blame the Target, but it doesn't help. Yeah, they're getting busy out here now. See if, let's take a peek, see if Brian is working. If he's working, he works right here at this corner. I couldn't find my friend Brian. He works for the tour company there, Starline. But here we are at Target Center. Again, this little vehicle, you just pick it up by the center handle and you're golden. Let's go. Zombies, look out, zombies. Tall zombies, short zombies, zombies. Ooh, hello, mama. All right, so I'll show you guys how I tie it up. First of all, I keep my lock right here. See this? This to me is my best setup. The fucking bungee cords, 2 of them holds it on perfectly. Just who wants to carry this thing? It's fucking heavy. Got to take this off first. Well, this camera will get stolen just as easily as the bike. I'm very careful with this camera, by the way. I don't want it to break, so anytime I take it off the mount, I put the lenses on. I got 2 lenses here. Boom. This lock, you know, you got to have like a style for every angle. I know how to do here. I tie up here all the time. Every fat person knows where to tie up their bike to pick up their snacks.
There we go.
The reason why my wiring is so janky is because I did the wiring myself. All right, so let's go into Target. Bungee cord, locking configuration ever. It's just, here, check this out. It's really easy. Right over the top, all the way around, boom. Put another one, anchoring it on the other side. And then it's just amazing how tight this is. All right, let's go home. This is one of the rare moments where I'm out here with no tool bag, no air pump. I'm so close to home. I figured what could happen. I don't have a backpack on me or anything, so I'll just put this on my arm. I don't love riding on the sidewalk. Occasionally, you guys give me shit about it, but sometimes you have no choice. It's using the sidewalk to get to the fucking street. I've heard I know there's Roadrunners in stock right now. They call this one the Roadrunner V2. It's a really sick deal at $1,500 minus the $50 you get off using my bonus code. Don't forget to use the link in the description. I just feel like for a dual motor scooter, you really get a lot for your money. And if you wanted a seated scooter, there's very few that are really like this. To me, this is really a scooter because it doesn't have pedals. You don't pedal it, there's no option to pedal it. And it has a seat that's like I don't want to say it's bicycle style, obviously it's not. It's just way, way better than scooter style seats. So we're gonna do this. This is dumb. But this type of seat is way, way better than the typical stupid straight up and down scooter style add-on seat. I tried those for years and I hated those. I actually feel like I became like an expert at scooter seats, and in the end, they all become very loose unless you're gonna fabricate something. There's too much pressure on that joint at the deck and the end of the stem for those seats to ever really hold on in the long term. I've seen some nice fabricated ones. My friend Brian has some really nice seats that he's made for scooters. But I feel like the seat on the Roadrunner is integrated into the body, so I just think it's fucking great, especially for a scooter seat. All right, guys, thanks for hanging out with me again. You got fat with me a little bit. We went and we got some delicious food. We picked up some snacks, talked a little bit about the scooter. I showed you Hollywood. I appreciate your support, guys. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the video, leave comments, ask questions, and you know I'll be back. Tons of delivery videos coming. I have a lot to edit. All right, friends, I'll see y'all next time.